The Daniel Blair Show, sponsored by Motosport.com, Mika Metals, Race Tech, ASV Inventions, and Guts Racing.
So many storylines heading into Glendale, but there can only be one lead story, and it's Jett Lawrence. Nah, it's Kenny. We'll get to Jett and his win in Anaheim, the biggest win of his career, by the way, but first, your points leader, Ken Roczen. As someone who likes a good championship brawl, I tend to root for anyone and everyone not leading the points. I want it tight. I hate runaways, so obviously I can't cheer for the points leader. But I'm making an exception. I'm going red plate. I'm going kickstart Kenny in Glendale. That's right. It's a place he swept a Triple Crown before. Okay, I get it. I don't know how long this will last for Kenny. There is history and tendency to slip late, but Moto dudes are the grittiest, most stubborn people on the planet, and he still believes. So why shouldn't we? The last 7 Supercross championships have not been defended. And yes, the big 3 are on another level right now, but they're also far from perfect. Jett looks on the edge, one good slip of the rear end, and he's upside down. Eli still lays eggs sometimes for random reasons, and Chase hasn't looked the same since A1. Unlike the big 3, Kenny hasn't butchered around like they have. He hasn't done anything wrong, hasn't even won. He's the points leader, and I'm Team 94 this Saturday in Glendale. I'm all in. Now on to Jett, and the biggest win of his career, yes, the biggest. Wanting to win is normal, they all want to, but having to win is different. That's a heavy pressure, and he had to win Anaheim and had every reason not to. Start with the 0-2 start after talking big in the offseason. Foot and mouth don't taste so good, and the internal and external pressure from the slow start was getting louder. Throw in the realization that Chase was better this year, Eli was beast moding all over the place, and the bike is, and all of a sudden it's starting to look not so perfect for Mr. Perfect, and here comes A2. Then the bombshell. The manager, agent you've known since you were a little kid, a guy you've known every minute of your life in the US, fired publicly a couple days before the race. You throw that in the pot to an already uneasy defending champ, and wow, that's pretty wild for a 22-year-old dude who happens to be the fastest racer in the gnarliest, focus-driven, and dangerous sport in the world, and he has to race Saturday. That's a lot of distractions. He may say, oh, I'm just a racer and I don't think about that stuff. Yeah, right, he's a human, and that's an overload of reasons to crack, reasons to slip, reasons to weed himself. I mean, imagine what it takes for that brain to ride like that. The precision, the speed, the exact. Now add all the inner noise, all that outer noise, all the realities of the situation, and he won. That's big. And he did it while spending most of the night trapped in a cage with Jason Anderson, a dude who would love to make his situation so much worse. Hombre would smack him anyways for fun, but for a win? That was scarier for Jett than you think. And yes, it was the biggest win in his career, the biggest relief he's probably ever felt as a pro. But he's not in the clear. He is taking chances right now. It's fun to watch him get a little loose, and he is taking some chances. Dry slick Triple Crown this Saturday. Bike looks off a little still. We got some traction issues on a track with little traction. Not the most ideal setting for Jett, and pretty dang good for everyone else. Eli and Kenny rip here. The KTM excels on hardpack. Good for Chase. Jason is feisty and shreds here too. And it's a Triple Crown. 3 chances to smash, 3 chances to blow it. But if Jett gets out of here with a win, now 2 in a row, the optimism on the gate will start to waver. A small pop of the belief balloon, and it starts feeling meh. 2 in a row, and now he's at 50%. Heading east, and the run is coming, or maybe he's already begun. But lose this one, and oh boy, we have something here. He goes east down double digits in points and only 1 of 4 to start the season? Big Saturday donuts. No pressure. Haiden Deegan versus Juju Beaumer, the rivalry we didn't know we needed. Imagine Juju not taking the leap this year. What if he was just better, but not this? You'd have Deegs throwing jabs at old Uncle Jordan and 8-Finger Joe with an occasional flash from Juju. That's not what's happened. Juju saved the 250 West. This thing was set up to be boring with Austin, RJ, and Levi heading east. And without Juju, Haiden would be trash-talking Billy Laninovich just to keep himself entertained. But no, we got a gift, and that gift was the unexpected. We've had stars in the sport that were expected to do well and did. Prime examples, RC and James, shining stars you could see from miles away. Nobody was shocked to see them be great, but Jeremy and Chad weren't. Those were, oh dang sweet, where'd they come from? The king came from BMX, not the amateur pits. He was a C-class winner at Loretta's, became the king. Chad was an Aussie kid who came here through Europe, shows up straight to the top. Nobody saw that coming but him, and think about what we got out of that. The battles with RC, Stu, RV, Dunge. That was a pretty nice, unexpected gift for the sport of Supercross. Speaking of Dungy, yeah, unexpected to legend. Another gift to the sport. Fast forward to now, Haiden Deegan, the expected star, the one you saw coming for a decade, versus Juju Beaumer, the jet ski racing, horse racing, Suzuki amateur kid who is damn near perfect at 18 and has emerged as a possible lifelong threat to the shining star, Danger Boy. Wow, didn't see that coming. Another unexpected gift to the sport. He's got style, he's got flair. 23 looks good. Damn, Chase, you blew that. The walk-in ain't my thing. You want to look like Cruella de Vil walking into the pits? You do you. Kids these days. But buddy, the fans like you and they want to love you. You could have earned their forever love last Saturday, turn 2, just saying, but Glendale is the night. Home race, place you won your first Futures main. Yeah, this is the night. You're the points leader, but he's expected to win. He made it that way with the chirp chirp. You have a free chance to take it. Nobody will judge you if you fail because you're not supposed to be doing this. You're the unexpected. You're playing with house money, bro. The pressure is on him, and if you beat him straight up this Saturday, you become a superstar like that. But I gotta be honest, I gotta say it. Lose to him this Saturday and give him 2 straight, and you'll be looking back at A2 wishing you K-dubbed him. If roles were reversed, what would have happened? And for you, Danger, honestly, that was a boss daddy night. He answered big, back against the wall a bit, and he was special. That's the phenom I've been waiting to see. I do love the talking. I know it's part of the show. Even the corny stuff makes me giggle. But a little warning to Team 38. You're not the only alphas in the pits. There are others, and a less performative version of you may come along one day and take you to school. Imagine you versus you. One playing games, talking, cranking up the volume, then the other you, quiet. The dude in the bar that doesn't say anything but can take down the whole bar. Yeah, imagine that version of you. Which one wins? Which one comes out on top? Well, that's coming your way. Maybe it's Juju. Wow, what if this is the guy who makes Danger lose his 3rd Supercross title? Maybe it's Cole Davies, another unexpected gift to the sport. Maybe it's Chance Hymas who should skip Supercross and get ready for Paula. Not kidding. Or maybe it's someone waiting for you in the 450s, a guy who seems to be learning that talk is cheap and actions speak louder than words. Either way, this ain't gonna work forever. If it does, and you conquer everyone all the way to the top of the 450 Supercross, spewing silliness all the way through, you can rub my face in the mud. I'll gladly take it. You're obviously willing to take the heat when you lose. I appreciate that. And what you're doing is good for the sport, but only if the sport plays along. I got the memo. Only uppers this week. Only uppers because it's Futures racing. I love Supercross Futures so much. I wish I was there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm bummed. I wish I was there. But all right, let's rip through these names. I want to put some faces to names so you know who they are and you can attach yourself to the riders. Here we go. Kawasaki, Landon Gordon, California kid, really good. He's gonna rip the whole shot probably. I'd put I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but if I was allowed to bet, I'd put on Landon Gordon and maybe get the whole shot. Enzo Timmerman, underrated, overlooked a little bit. Had an injury last year. People forget how good he is. Sneaky pick, Enzo Timmerman. Husqvarna's Landon Gibson. He's 15 years old. This is my guy, man. I signed him. He was the first kid I ever signed when I got the job with the Orange Brigade program. It was Landon Gibson. He's 15 years old and expected to do well this year. It's going to be a big one for you. Honda, Liam Olaf and Grayson Townsend, teammates on the polar end of the spectrum here. Liam Olaf is ready to go. I just saw him a couple weeks ago in Arena Cross, looking better than I thought he would. That's another sneaky pick people are forgetting about. And Grayson Townsend, not expecting much out of him. He's really young, but I just think he's really good, and you should probably get to know him because He's just, I don't know. It screams Chance Hymas 2.0 to me. So Grayson Townsend, he'll be one to watch. KTM, my OB, my boys, Luke Fowler, Jeremy Fapani. Let's go, boys. It's breakout time. Come on. And Wyatt Thurman, the youngest rider in Supercross Futures. He'll be 14 years old at Glendale this weekend. The number 10 of Wyatt Thurman. Yamaha, Star Yamaha. Caden Minear. I like Caden a lot, so I'm pulling for him, but man. And then there's Caden Dudney, the other Caden. I don't know how this one's going to go in Supercross. I have no idea, but I will tell you on amateur motocross, I've never seen anybody that fast in my life, ever. Period. Ever. And will it translate into the next level? Probably. I don't know how Supercross is going to go. We'll find out, but wow. And Club MX, Yamaha, they got some guys too. Alex Federstoff. I think I said that right. This kid rips. He got podium at the Vegas Finals SMX last year, and everyone's kind of forgetting that, but he was on the podium there, which was wild. Ryder Malinowski, another really good rider coming in. Watch Ryder Malinowski. And Landon Hart, just another Yamaha kid who I think is kind of sneaky good and might do some cool stuff out there. So there's other kids out there. If I didn't mention your name, do something. Flash, show up on screen, and we'll talk about you at the next one. So Futures boys, have fun, man. This is awesome, and I wish I was there, but I'll be cheering from home. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for watching this show. If you liked it, press the like button. And if you want to subscribe, then press the subscribe button. Share it with your friends, with your family, and grandma. Make sure you send it to grandma. Grandmas love everything Main Event Moto does. All you Moto heads out there, we are still rocking and rolling at Main Event Moto. You can go to patreon.com/maineventmoto. We do 2 shows a week now. Patreon.com/maineventmoto, and we will catch you on the next show.